All right, I'm on hole number 2 of the City of Light tournament. I'm in the Tuesday qualifying round in the rookie division. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and check it out. All right. All right. Let's think about this hole here. Okay, what I don't like to do on par 3s is I don't like to put stuff like this into play. And I don't like to put that, and I don't like to put this rough, and I don't like to put this rough, and I don't like to put this stuff into play. So normally my MO on these par 3s is that, I'll find a spot close to the hole where I can take all this stuff out of play and go right at it. And if you've got upper developed clubs, you can get this stuff done because you've got clubs with backspin. You've got a Guardian. You've got an upper level Saturn. And a Saturn has good backspin even when it's lower level, but if you get it up higher where you've got all of that stuff on there, you can get these kinds of shots done. So from here, I believe that this is a Saturn shot coming from this spot, but if you draw the line in order to make that, you're facing off in this direction. And it's very easy if you hit, because you're going to have to do a lot of backspin, side spin, and in order to get it to the hole, you're going to have to do curl, because even with the side spin, it's still wanting to go in this direction. And if you hit it great to the right, you could very easily end up in trouble. But really my shot at a hole-in-one here, because my normal way of working these par 3s is I don't worry too much at the beginning of the week about trying to sink hole-in-ones. I want to get a hole-in-one in the weekend round. I don't care about getting hole-in-ones in the qualifier or in the opening round. I want to try and dial these holes in as the week goes on. So normally what I'll do is I'll pick a spot where I can wedge my rings up, and it's a very consistent spot, and then I'll start working the backspin, side spin until I can dial it in and get it closer and closer and closer to the hole. But I don't know here. This is just going to be pure luck if I make anything from here. But with my lower level account, I am hitting over here with a backbone. It's taking very little movement, and I don't have any notes at all for this as far as like how much topspin. I think it's probably going to be somewhere between 2 and 3 topspin or backspin. Yeah, I think it's topspin. And it's going to take quite a bit of side spin in order to get over, so I'm going to have to bring one of the side spin balls, either a Quasar, a Katana, or a Kingmaker, and I think a Kingmaker is going to be way overkill. What I'd like to be down here in my red line is I'd like to be close to my minimum club. So I don't normally like to put this stuff into play. I mean, that's it just seems wrong. Let's not put that stuff into play. But I think if I really want to give myself a shot at a hole-in-one here, I may have to hit from over here. And this side over here is becoming scary, because if you hit a great to the right with all of that stuff on there, the ball is wanting to go towards the sand, and there's not much over here, so it's very easy. You could very easily find yourself in some trouble. So I'm going to try this shot over here today just so that I can see what it looks like. And I'm going to take a backbone and a Quasar. I'm going to set up 2 bags. I'm going to have one bag with Saturn, and I'll change this one up. I don't think I have a backbone in any of them. I'm going to change this one up to a backbone. And then let me write some numbers here. So backbone is 1.2. 1.2. 1.2. Maybe 1.2 times 1.5 is 1.8 for mid. And 1.2 times 1.75 would be 2.1 at minimum. So those are the numbers I'm going to use depending on where I'm at in the club. Way back in the day, when the game first came out, that's how before we had that's how we figured clubs. So if you have a short iron, it's the max number, then it's the max number times 1.75. That's mid. Max number times 2.0. That's the minimum. On your long iron, it was 1.5, 1.75. On your wood, it was 1.25, 1.5. On your driver, it was 1 point, and I can't remember on the driver. And I never really use, I don't use, pretty much with your driver, you're at max club in most cases. All right, I got the right ball, I got the right stuff. Let's get out there. So even though this is a qualifying round and I may qualify today, I'm still using this for practice to see exactly what I want to do here. I'm not quite sure, but I think as much as I hate hitting over, in one-on-one play I hit over all the time, so it's not a big deal. But in one-on-one play you don't always come here with the optimum ball and the optimum club. And I have seen a bunch of people this week end up in the sand or clip that rough. And I see a lot of people clip the rough on this side because they start off so close. You know, like where my opponent's at right there, you know, a grate to the right, you're in the rough. And the wind's blowing that direction, I think they're going to be in the rough. Unless they hit a grate to the left. And they hit a grate to the right, so they're definitely in the rough. Yeah, so far right it was in the sand. Not adjusting for wind. Okay, so we're going to come out in here. About 2.5. That wasn't unlucky, dude. That's where you set it up. I didn't set it up there. 4-2. There's a 3-6. Are you gonna just flash me the whole time? What a douchebag. You should be rooting for me to get a hole-in-one instead of, oh, stay on. And I don't know if I like that shot. That's what happens when you hit great to the right here. I should start flashing him just to be the same kind of person, but I'm not that type of person. But what? And it's not surprising, and his name's Tiger Woods. I'm not surprised. What I just don't understand people sometimes. Wow. Oops. I'm going to have to wait a few minutes just to make sure I don't play that guy again. I don't think I can get away from that guy fast enough. Man, I just don't understand some players. I don't get it. You're in a tournament like that. When you're in a tournament and you make a mistake like that, you should be encouraging the other person and being quiet and letting them get their stuff so that they have an opportunity to pick that up, to save you, not sitting there flashing them. They need to add, no, they cannot add any emojis so that we could talk back to those people. I'm glad that they haven't changed those, although I would like to see an emoji. All right, that was hole number 2 of the City of Lights. And I'm still, I don't know. That was a poor shot on my part. I don't know. I really don't like having to hit over the sand on a hole like this. So I think I'm just going to go back to this shot and keep working it. And even if I'm just out here and I'm making an easy putt, but I really, this, of all the par 3s that are in this particular tournament, this is the one I like the least. I don't really like having to take these types of shots in a tournament. It just puts too much stuff into play. you know, you get a little bit of lag, or you messed up, or something happened, or you have some douchebag flashing you like that and you get distracted, and it could be just too easy to make a mistake there. So I think I'm gonna go back to the other one, but I'll keep working on it. When I get access to my Prox account, which my phone's shattered, so I'm getting a new phone today. When I get into my Prox account, I think I may practice this a little bit just so that I can see if I can dial it in. I know in one-on-one play I've been pretty successful from over here, but I've also, and that's because of varying wind. If you get headwinds and stuff, it's easy to end up in the sand. All right, that was hole number 2 of the City of Light tournament and Tuesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.